Have you ever stopped to think about the weight of an iconic jersey? When we talk about Nathan Cleary and Andrew Johns, we are talking about two giants who wore the same jersey with an abundance of talent but completely different styles. The question is, who truly deserves the title of the greatest player? Cleary, with his surgical precision, game vision, and leadership in clutch moments, or Johns, the maestro who redefined the role of a halfback and captured the hearts of fans with his unique brilliance? Both have left a profound mark on the sport. But are stats enough to tell this story? Or is the emotional impact of each player the real deciding factor? One thing is certain. This generational duel is bound to spark debates and reignite the passion for rugby league. Oh, and before we dive in, have you checked if your notification bell is turned on? That way, you won't miss any of the amazing content here on the channel. Every time a new video drops, you'll be the first to know and stay in the loop with the best discussions and comparisons about the greatest players in rugby league. Let's start by talking about Nathan Cleary, this young talent who has already written incredible chapters in rugby league history. And when I say young, it's no exaggeration. He was born in 1997 and has achieved things most players would take a lifetime to accomplish. So, what makes Cleary so special? Let's dive in. First, let's highlight the obvious. Cleary is a master of precision. If there's one thing that defines his style, it's his ability to be surgical with the ball. Whether it's passing, tactical kicks, or conversions, it's like he has a built-in radar. For instance, in 2021, he finished the season with a goal-kicking accuracy above 85%, an incredible stat for a halfback. This means that when the game is on the line, and everyone's nerves are frayed, Cleary is the guy who stays calm and gets the job done. Another standout trait is his tactical maturity. Despite being relatively young, Cleary demonstrates game intelligence typical of seasoned veterans. He knows exactly how to control the tempo of a match, exploit weaknesses in the opposition's defense, and lead his team during crucial moments. A perfect example of this was in the 2021 NRL Grand Final, where he led the Panthers to a historic victory over the South Sydney Rabbitohs. It was a game of pure strategy, and Cleary was the one dictating every move on the field. Now, tell me, what does Nathan Cleary mean to you? Has he ever made you cheer with an incredible play, a decisive kick, or that moment when it seemed like all was lost, and he turned the game around? Share your favorite Cleary memory in the comments because players like him create stories we'll never forget. Next, let's talk about something that isn't always reflected in stats but is just as important: leadership. Cleary isn't just a skilled player, he's a natural leader. When he's on the field, you can see that his teammates trust him and follow his direction. He has that rare ability to inspire confidence, and that makes a huge difference in high-pressure games. It's no wonder he was chosen as the Panthers captain at such a young age. That shows not only his talent but also the respect he commands from the entire team. And let's not forget that Cleary is a winner. He has already led the Panthers to 2 NRL titles, in 2021 and 2022, playing a starring role in both campaigns. In 2021, he was even awarded the Clive Churchill Medal for being the best player in the grand final, further cementing his status as one of the greats of his generation. If you think Cleary's brilliance is limited to the club level, think again. He's also a crucial player for the New South Wales Blues in the state of origin. Facing the biggest rivals on Rugby League's most intense stage, Cleary has delivered memorable performances, helping the Blues secure several series victories in recent years. It's in this arena that his courage and resilience truly shine. If you're also a fan of Nathan Cleary's incredible talent and love talking about rugby league, hit that like button. It not only helps the channel grow but also shows that you are part of this shared passion for the sport. Let's strengthen this community and keep the discussions about legendary players alive. And speaking of resilience, how can you not admire the way Cleary handles pressure? We know that in sports, especially rugby league, criticism can be harsh, but he always keeps his head up and answers on the field. A recent example was when he returned from a hamstring injury to put on a show, scoring 3 tries and leading the Panthers to a commanding win over the St. George Illawarra Dragons. It's this kind of dedication that separates good players from the greats. Beyond all that, Cleary represents more than just technical skill. He's a symbol of consistency. It doesn't matter the competition, the opponent, or the moment's pressure, he delivers. This consistency is why many already place him in the conversation about the greatest of all time. even though he's still in his prime. So, Cleary is the complete package. He has the skill, game vision, leadership, resilience, and, above all, an insatiable hunger for victory. If he's accomplished all this by the age of 26, imagine what's still to come. What do you think? Can Nathan Cleary already be considered a legend? Or does he need to achieve more to reach the top? Let me know in the comments. I'm ready to hear your thoughts. Andrew Johns. Now it's time to talk about Andrew Johns, a name that echoes with respect and admiration in any conversation about the greatest rugby players of all time. If Nathan Cleary is a rising star, Andrew Johns is the icon many consider the gold standard. So, let's dive into the career of this legend and understand what made him so extraordinary. To start, Johns wasn't just any player. He was a visionary on the field. His ability to read the game was simply unmatched. He had an almost supernatural talent for anticipating plays, spotting gaps no one else could see, and creating opportunities for his team. This made him one of the most feared halfbacks in history. His strategic vision was so impressive that many coaches and players described him as the coach on the field. When it comes to technical skills, Johns was virtually unbeatable. He had it all: pinpoint passes, flawless kicks, powerful tackles, and the versatility to excel in any situation. One of his most unforgettable achievements was the 1997 NRL Grand Final, where he led the Newcastle Knights to an epic victory over the Manly Sea Eagles. Johns was the mastermind behind the play that led to the decisive try, a moment etched forever in the sport's history. Additionally, Johns was a master of tactical kicking. His kicks were so precise that he could place the ball exactly where he wanted, whether it was to score points or put pressure on the opposition. This skill earned him an incredibly high conversion rate throughout his career and was pivotal in many clutch moments. But what truly sets Andrew Johns apart from the rest is his ferocious competitiveness. And you? What impact has Andrew Johns had on your passion for rugby? Was it his epic plays, his unmatched determination, or the way he overcame challenges off the field? Share your thoughts in the comments. Johns was the kind of player who gave everything he had in every single minute of every match. This winning mentality not only earned him the respect of his teammates but also his opponents. Over the course of his career, he led the Knights to 2 NRL titles, in 1997 and 2001, cementing his status as a club legend. Of course, we can't overlook his performances in State of Origin. Representing New South Wales, Johns delivered some of the most iconic performances in the competition's history. If you admire Andrew Johns' legacy and believe he was one of the greatest to ever take the field, hit the like button. It's a simple way to show you're part of this passionate rugby community and help keep the memory of these legends alive. One of his most memorable moments came in 2005 when he returned to the series after time away and absolutely dominated, helping his team secure the series victory. This triumphant comeback is hailed as one of the greatest in Origin history. Andrew Johns wasn't just a player. He was a game changer. His influence extends beyond stats and titles. He redefined what it meant to be a halfback and paved the way for future generations of players. Many of the talents we see today, including Nathan Cleary, have been inspired by Johns' brilliance. So, now I ask you, with all these accomplishments and unforgettable moments, does Andrew Johns deserve the title of the greatest player of all time? Or is Cleary ready to take that throne? After analyzing everything, it's clear that we are talking about 2 exceptional players, each marking their generation in a unique way. Nathan Cleary is the young prodigy, a modern strategist who has already achieved incredible feats and seems destined to become even greater. On the other hand, Andrew Johns is the definition of a legend, a pioneer who not only dominated his time but redefined what it means to be a halfback, inspiring future generations. But if we have to pick the best, the title goes to Andrew Johns. The impact he had on the game, his unmatched technical skill, and his ability to turn any team into a winner put him a step above. Cleary might be on his way to surpassing that legacy, but for now, Johns remains the standard of excellence. Now it's up to you. Do you agree or disagree? Leave your opinion in the comments and join in this epic discussion. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more comparisons like this. After all, rugby is all about these stories that unite us and make us fall in love with the game even more.